I tried to calculate my GPA and I had a 3.3 cumulative GPA, but then I used the PA Platform's GPA calculator and have a 2.89. Do you know if this is a reliable resource? Okay, something smells a little bit fishy around here. And the reason for that is a gigantic difference, man. Between 3.3 and a 2.9, like a 0.4 difference. I'm not really sure how that works. The only way I could possibly see that happening is if maybe you retook a bunch of classes and then like your schools didn't count them or you initially did not count them, but then the PA Platform, which probably mimics the way that CASPA does things, which counts every single undergraduate class. So yeah, I don't really have any experience with that particular GPA calculator. I can't tell you if it's reliable, but what I can tell you to do is you could do it yourself, and it's really, really easy. Now it's a little bit tedious, but I know you can do it. If you're trying to be a PA, if you're trying to go into PA school, I know that you can make a simple spreadsheet. So I'll honestly probably just make one for you guys to fill in and do it, your own way. But if you want to do that yourself, it's really, really simple. So you're going to take either Google Sheets or you're going to use, Microsoft Excel or whatever kind of, spreadsheet making software you want to use. You're going to make a column of all of your classes. You're going to list those classes by name. So Anatomy and Physiology 1, Anatomy and Physiology 2, Organic Chemistry 1, Organic Chemistry 2, so on and so forth. Then right next to it, the next column, you're going to put the letter grade that you got. Then you are going to put how many credits the class was worth. So 2, 3, 4, 6, however many credits, that's going to be in the next column. And then in the next column, what you're going to do is you're going to say how many credits out of those possible credits you got. And the way you calculate that is you go to your school's grading rubric and you see what each letter grade is worth. So usually on a 4.0 scale, an A is worth 4, a B is worth 3, a C is worth 2, a D is worth 1, an F is worth 0. Where it gets tricky is with the pluses and minuses, because CASPA does allow pluses and minuses, and a lot of schools also do. So an A plus, I believe, at least at my schools, was a 4.3, a B plus is a 3.7, an A minus is a 3.7. A minus is 3.7, B plus is 3.3, B is 3, C plus is 2.7, C minus is 1.7, C is 2, 2. So you just look at that. You basically find how many credits each of those is worth. And to make it just a little bit more confusing still, what I just said, that's assuming for a 4-credit class. Now, if it's a 5-credit class, a 3-credit class, whatever, that's going to change a little bit. So you're basically, let's say it's you got an A in a 4-credit class, that's 4.0. You got 4 of those credits. If you got an A in a 5-credit class, then you got all 5 credits. But if you got, let's say, a B in a 4-credit class, then you're going to multiply that 5 by 0.75, right? Yeah, because B is 3 out of 4. So then you're going to do that to get the total number of credits that you got. If you understand the way GPAs work, then that should make sense to you. So now you have a column of your classes, you have a column of the total amount of credits it's worth. You have your letter grade, then you have the total number of credits it's worth. Then you see how much of those credits you actually got. And then what you're going to do is you're going to do the sum function. So it's going to be like you highlight the entire column and then you say sum, this entire column, enter. And then you have the total number of credits and the total number of credits you received. And then if you do this correctly, if you divide the total number of credits you received by the total number of credits attempted, that should be that won't be your GPA, that'll be the proportion. So that'll give you a percentage, like 80%, 90%, 50%, 50% will be a 2.0. And then what you do is you multiply that by 4.0, and then you'll get your GPA. So that's how I would do it. If you want, I can make this spreadsheet for you. The only reason I probably shouldn't is because it would be hard to make one that's applicable to everybody, because everybody's classes are different, everybody's credits are different, everybody's letter grades and whatnot are different. It's hard to do that, because essentially all it would be 4 columns with a sum function, and that's all it would be. So I would highly advise that you just learn how to make a spreadsheet, figure out how GPAs work, how the whole system works. It's really freaking simple, and then make your own spreadsheet and calculate that. Now, one thing with that is you want to count every single undergraduate class. So even if you, let's say, got a C in organic chemistry and then you retook it and you got an A, you're going to put organic chemistry in there as a C, and then you're going to put it also as an A. Because what CASPA does is it takes every single undergraduate course you took and it averages all of them. It does not replace them. Even if you retook it, it does not replace them with another class. It just adds them all up. I hope that was helpful. If you really need help making this spreadsheet, I guess book a session with me and we can make it together in probably about 5 minutes.